Hi viewers, welcome to Ganesh YouTube channel. In this tutorial, I am going to explain you how to create this type of assembly drawing in Tekla structures. Okay, let's start. Open Tekla structures with US environment. Now we're going to create column. So click on steel and select this column and click on here to place the column. Click on escape to exit the command. Now double click on it. Now we're going to change the top level and bottom level. So let's take bottom level 0 on top level 16 feet. Click on modify. If you want to change the profile, you can change from here. Now close this window. Okay, now I'm going to create views. So click on grid, right click on mouse, create views along grid lines. Click on create and OK. Let's take elevation on grid 3. Click on here and select this arrow and close it. Okay, now I'm going to create beam at here. So select this beam and pick the first point at here and give the direction. Let's take 4 feet from center of column to right side. Then click on enter on your keyboard to create beam like this. Now click on escape to exit the command. Now click on window and select this 3D view. You can see you will get like this. Use the shortcut Control R and pick the rotation point here and use the left mouse key to rotate like this. Okay. Now this beam should be welded to this column up from here. So we can use the component and we can create the stiffeners also from component. So go to application components by using the shortcut Control F. In search bar, type number 31. You will get this component welded column number 31. So select this component and pick the main part as a column and pick the secondary part as a beam. You can see now this beam welded to this column flange and stiffness also created. Now close this window. Right click on mouse interrupt, click on space, right click on mouse, redraw view. If you want to change the thickness of the stiffener, double click on it. Go to parts tab. Let's take stiffener thickness 1 by 4. Now click on modify to see the result. You can see now the stiffener thickness should be 1 by 4 inch. If you want to change width and length of the stiffener, you can change from here. This is the width option and this is the length option. Okay, now click on modify, apply, OK. Click on space, right click on mouse, redraw view. We're now going to create base plate connection at the bottom of this column. So go to application components by in the shortcut Control F and let's type here 1042 and you will get this base plate 1042 component. So select this component and pick the main part as a column and pick the position at grid intersection point. Now we have created base plate. So close this window, right click on mouse interrupt, click on space, right click on mouse, redraw view. Okay, now I'm going to create same column with the beam at here. So hold control and select column and beam. Now use the shortcut Control C for copy. Pick origin position at here at grid intersection point and pick the destination position at here at grid intersection point. Now click on escape to exit the command. Now click on space, right click on mouse, redraw view. You can see now I have two columns. Now I'm going to create beam in between these two columns. So select this beam and pick the first point at here. Pick the second point at this location to create beam like this. Click on space, right click on mouse, redraw view. Okay, now I'm going to create connection between this column to beam. So go to application components by using the shortcut Control F and here type 186. You will get this component column with stiffeners 186 connection. So select this component, pick the main part as a column and pick secondary part as a beam. You can see now I have connection like this. Now similarly we're going to give the same connection at these locations. Pick the main part as a column and pick the secondary part as a beam. Now close this window, right click on mouse interrupt, click on space, right click on mouse, redraw view. Use the shortcut Control R and pick the rotation point at here and use the left mouse key to rotate like this. You can see now I have connection like this. Okay, click on space, right click on mouse, redraw view. Okay, now go to create assembly drawing for this column. So select this column, right click on mouse, create drawing and assembly drawing. Click on here and click on perform numbering. You can see one drawing created successfully. Now click on space, right click on mouse to draw view. Now go to drawing list by using the shortcut Ctrl L. You can see now here the column part mark number C2 and type A. A indicates the assembly drawing. So now go to open this drawing, double click on it. Now close the window here. You can see by default you will get like this assembly drawing. Now I'm going to delete this top view and now go to delete default dimensions and part marks. We will create again. So double click on this option, select dimensions in drawings. Now drag and select entire drawing to delete all dimensions. Similar, we're going to delete all part marks also. So select this option, select marks and notes in drawings and drag and select entire drawing and delete. Now select this option, select all. Okay, you can see now this column length is very small. Now I'm going to increase the column length. So double click on this outer box. Now click on attributes 2 and minimum cut part length we have 8 inch. Now I'm going to increase the length of this column. So let's take here 1.8 feet. Click on modify. You can see you'll get like this. Now click on apply OK and click on this outer box and drag and place at here. Click on here, drag and place the position properly in these two drawings. Click on this section view and drag and place at here like this. Okay, we don't require center line for this column, so double click on the center line, remove center line tick mark here. Now click on modify, apply OK to remove the center line. We don't require this symbol, so double click on it, remove tick mark here, then click on modify, apply OK. Okay, now we're going to go create part marks for this drawing. So select this column, right click on mouse, add mark and apply. You can see now I have C2. Hold the shift and left mouse key to adjust the position of this part mark, just like this. Okay, now I'm going to create part mark for this base plate. So select this plate, right click on mouse, add mark and apply. Click on this part mark, use the left mouse key to adjust the position like this. I'm going to create the part mark for this part, right click on mouse, add mark and apply. Hold the shift and left mouse key to adjust the position of this part mark like this. Now select this stiffener, right click on mouse, add mark and apply. You can see now I have the stiffener part mark P1. You can see we have two stiffeners in this side and two on other side. We have the 4 stiffeners at this location. No need to give the part marks for all stiffeners, just give the one part mark and make it as a typical. For example, you can see with P1 we have the 4 stiffeners. To verify, you can see in the bill of material P1 we have the 4 quantity. So double click on it, scroll it down and select this text. In text, in bracket type TYP. OK, click on modify, apply, OK. Click on this part mark and use the left mouse to adjust the position. TYP indicates the typical, means remaining stiffness also same part mark P1. Now coming here, we need to give the stiffness part mark for this one also. So select this stiffener, right click on mouse, add mark and apply and use the left mouse to adjust the position. You can see now P3 also we have 4 stiffeners, 2 on this side and 2 on other side. You can see we're going to check in the bill of material P3 we have quantity 4. Now select this plate, right click on mouse, add mark and apply like this. We have only one plate, so remove the tick mark. So double click on it, click on here and remove, modify. This plate is placed in near side, so you need to give the fittings here. So select these fittings, click on add, click on modify, apply OK. You can see now we have the plate on near side like this. We have part marks for this drawing. Now we need to give the weld mark for this base plate. This base plate should be welded to this column around weld. So go to annotations and select this weld mark and pick the first point here and pick the second point to create weld mark. By default we have single side weld, but we need to weld around weld, so double click on this weld size. If you want to change the weld size, you can change from here and click on here and select around symbol, then click on modify. You can see now we have the around weld, modify, apply, OK. Now coming to here, this W2 part should be welded to this column flange around weld, so select this weld mark and click on here and place it here around weld like this. We need to create section at this location, so go to views and select this section view and pick the first point and pick the second point perpendicular to the first point, and you need to pick the cut box, so pick the first point here and pick the second point, and we're going to place the section view at here like this. Now select outer box and use the left mouse key to adjust the position. Remove the part marks here. Now coming to here, the section marks, select it and drag and place downward direction and click on it and place outward direction. Select the section mark and drag and place nearby the part like this. Now coming to the section, we don't require the hatching in the column, so double click on this hatching, go to fill and click on here and select none, then click on modify, apply, OK. Now we need to give the part marks for this parts, so select this part, right click on mouse, add mark and applied. Now have the part mark W2 and drag and place it here like this. Now select this column, right click on mouse, add mark and applied. Now have the part mark C2. Now coming to the stiffener P1. Similarly select this stiffener, right click on mouse, add mark and apply. Now we need to give the weld mark for this stiffener. Stiffener should be welded to this column at 3 sides, so 1, 2 and 3 sides. So we need to give the weld mark 3 side. So go to annotations and select this weld mark and click on here and place it. Now double click on it. By default we have the around weld, so remove the around weld symbol, then click on modify. We need to mention here we need to weld this weld size at 3 sides, so click on here and type 3 side, then click on modify, apply, OK. You can see you'll get like this. Now we need to weld this same weld size for remaining P1 plates also, so we need to mention here typical, so double click on it, in bracket type TYP. Now click on modify, apply, OK. You'll get like this. Now coming to here, we need to give the section mark at this location also, so click on view and select this section view and pick the first point and pick the second point here and pick the cut box, pick the first point here and pick the second point to create the cut box and click on here to place the section view. Now click on it and delete the part marks. We don't require this symbol, so double click on it, remove tick mark here, then click on modify, apply, OK. Okay, now I'm going to create part marks, so select this plate, right click on mouse, add mark and apply. Hold the shift and left mouse key to adjust the position, add mark and apply like this. Select this plate, right click on mouse, add mark and apply like this. Now select this column, right click on mouse, add mark and apply. Now have the column part mark C2. Now this stiffener also welded to this column 3 sides, so go to annotations and select this weld mark and click on here and click on here the second point to create weld mark like this. Okay, now coming to this P2 plate should be welded to this column double side weld, so select this weld mark, so pick the first point here and pick the second point to create a weld size We need to weld double side. We don't require this typical 3-side, so double click on it. First of all, we need to remove this 3-side typical, then click on modify. We need to weld double side, so click on here and select this symbol and type here 3/16. Modify, apply, OK, like this. Okay, so click on here and adjust the section view arrows like this nearby it. Select this outer box and you can adjust the position of this section view like this. Now we need to give the dimensions from edge of this column to this part. So go to dimensioning and select this horizontal distance and pick the first point here and pick the second point here and press the scroll button to place the dimension. You can see now I have the dimension. Similarly, we want to give the dimensions for these stiffeners placement from the edge of this column. So select this horizontal distance and pick the first point here and zoom it, pick the second point and click on here for next point and click on here. Next, click on here. Now we need to place the dimension, so press the scroll button to place the dimension. You can see by default we have the chain dimension, but we require running dimension at this location if you have multiple dimensions. So double click on it, click on here and select the fourth one, then click on modify, apply, OK. You can see now we have the running dimension RD. RD indicates the running dimension from edge of column to each plate dimension like this. Okay, now we need to give the dimensions for this plate from edge of this column to edge of this plate. So select this vertical distance and pick the first point here and pick the second point here and press the scroll button to place the dimension. At this location we don't require running dimension, so double click on it, click on here and select the first one, chain dimension, then click on modify, apply, OK. Okay, you can see you will get like this. Okay, now coming to the section AA. In section AA, we need to give the part mark. So select this base plate, right click mouse, add mark and applied. Now I have the base plate part mark BP1 and select this column, right click mouse, add mark and applied. Now I have the column part mark C2 like this. Now I want to give the dimensions for this column versus base plate relation. So select this horizontal distance and pick the first point and pick the second point at the middle of this column flange and pick the next point at the edge of this base plate and press the scroll button to place the dimension. Similarly, we need to give the vertical direction also. So pick the first point and pick the second point middle of this column and pick the next point edge of this base plate and press the scroll button to place the dimension. Now click on escape to exit the command. Now click on this box and you can adjust the position like this. You can also give the dimension at this location. So select this vertical distance and pick the first point here and pick the second point and press the scroll button to place the dimension. If you want to flip this dimension other side, so select it, right click on mouse, flip outside dimension. Okay, you will get like this the dimension. Now select this dimension and drag and place upward direction like this by using the left mouse key. Now I have the bill of material for this column here, part marks and quantity and profiles and length and weight. Okay, that's it about how to create assembly drawing for this column. So use the shortcut Ctrl S for save the drawing. Now close the window here. Yeah, that's it about how to create assembly drawing for this column. If you like this video, please like it and share it. If you have any doubts, please comment below. For more Tekla structure related videos, please go to my channel youtube.com/GaniSK. I will provide this link in the description below of this video. Please go through it and come here. Under videos, you can find out so many Tekla structure related videos. I hope these videos might be helpful to you. And at the top right corner, please click on subscribe button. If you subscribe, you will get notification or updates when I upload a new video. So please click on subscribe. Okay, thank you.